Was this the double elephant one? This was the double elephant one. Okay. We're gonna play a little bit more smartly. If only a little. Not just spam the ever-living crap out of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're still going to do the plan of slapping some more Ghoul Decay on one first. And then we're going to do a X craft. How far down does that put you? Puts them pretty far down. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'll use some spirit powers first. Because this turns out to hurt. Oh yeah, counter. Love it when that helps. Okay, so that still hurts a lot. I can't help but think that they might have just a little too many actions here. This is his third attack. Do I get a turn? Game? Hello? Are my characters stunned or something? What the fuck is going on? Did the stomp reduce my goddamn everything? And now I gotta pull in the freaking elf, who's also probably going to die. I'm just a little bit flabbergasted here that I got absolutely destroyed nearly twice. Okay, wait. If I remember correctly, if I use elf medicine with the elf, it restores more HP. Not as much as I was hoping, but more is better than nothing. Seriously, what the shit happened? I'm still just flabbergasted as to what the hell happened. Because last I saw, they each only had one attack before I was allowed to do anything. And the next thing I knew, bam, they had 3 actions apiece. This would be a good time for a perfect mode if my characters had any goddamn AP right now. What if I do it with her? Banner of Eladil. Spirit attack that hurts and stuns all enemies. I don't think they can be stunned, even with the new shit. Air attack all enemies for you. See, now I'm just a little bit bleh because of all the shit that just went down. Because it wasn't the foul breath. I've had the foul breath cast on me before and it didn't... It wasn't that it didn't hurt, it's that it didn't do whatever the frick they did to reduce my speed to next to nothing. And he has no AP. Swap back out for Hadhod, who still actually has no AP. Just goddamn, this whole freaking battle has just thrown me completely out of whack. So if I use the Wrath for her, she does roughly 44k, 45. Don't mind me just slowly going, what the shit? Alright. How much HP do you have left? Not too much. I think I could double attack him to death. Yes, I know. I probably shouldn't try. But one less of these bastards would be infinitesimally easier. Whoa. We still have another turn. Did we already use a thing on him? I don't remember, so I'm going to go ahead and use one. I really hope we don't have to fight too many more. I could have just used the... You know what? It's fine. Okay, I think this is what's screwing me. Because it doesn't do too much damage, but it's definitely been pushing me back in the initiative order. And deleting my characters. Are you fucking shitting me? Game! It is. The stomp is stunning me and I can't do anything. And it's not just that it stops one character from doing anything, it stops the entire party from doing anything. And now I'm in this situation. I know I had something that recovers my full party. Knocked out group. Good God. Okay, in fairness, Barathor does have an ability to make it so as the party does not get affected by that. Problem, Barathor has no AP because he gets hit by the tusks, so he has no AP. I just used... You know what? I'm an idiot. It's fine. Okay, he's just used the Haradrim volley. Good freaking gods. Okay, I'm gonna play relatively smart. Leadership. Stand fast. Cannot be stunned. Here's hoping that it's actually a stun effect, and it's not just literally any other thing like a mistyping of some shit. Well, it's not technically stunned since it's typoed or some shit like that. Yes, I'm petty right now. I meant to use capture health, but you know what? That's fine too. Unless this kills Morrowind, in which case it's less fine. Go ahead and heal. I think one more volley. I can't afford it. Never mind. Hey, learn targeted strike. Oh, thank crap. God. This fight was actual agony. Again, yes. It does stun. And yes, I do have the ability to negate the stun. But good lord, realizing that it stuns is a chore. Not a chore. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know anymore. Because it hurts. It hurts so bad. I kind of thought that it was just shoving me further and further back into the initiative. That's what I thought. I seriously didn't think to myself, no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't make it so as this stuns and makes my entire party useless, would they? And then my mind was shooting back to the fight with Idriel fighting the okay. But yeah, then my mind was shot back to Idriel fighting against creatures that stunned her. So she effectively lost right off the bat. Anyways. Hey Aragorn, how you doing? Ferocious combination does the best damage. None but the King of Gondor can summon this army. Well then, you want to come with us, buddy? Cause I think even Erebor, Theoden just shat himself at the damage you just did. Holy crap! Just what the hell? I really wanted you to feel strong with that one. Holy shit. Are we gonna fight more elephants? Okay. This is Nazgul. I mean, okay, this ferocious combination does the best damage. It's a 4-hit combo that does less than freaking Hadhod does. Yeah, it's best just to have him summon his armies over and over again. Matter of fact, I almost think that, actually, what's targeted strike? Ignores foe's armor. That's not bad. Yeah, I think Barathor does more damage with his 3-hit combo than he did with his 4. Bonk. Oh. That fight, man. I think the whole freaking bleh it still got to me. Heals. Alright. God damn it. I was gonna say I'll get to the next save point and then I'll call it if it doesn't seem like there's any sign of going any further forward. But if this Call of the Dead is going to essentially carry us through the rest of the way, shit, I'll make this video as long as I need to. God damn. They did though. They purposely made that just so as you can feel like an utter badass when he joins the party. I'm all for it. Okay, this one wasn't the... This one's a warrior dude. This one's not the dude we were fighting before. Bonk, bonk. Hey, learn Stunning Cleave. I think that's the one that actually paralyzes people. More lambda spread. Hey, an epic scene. Return of the King!
The hands of the King are healing hands. The return of the Dunedain shall heal Gondor. Faramir and Eowyn shall be restored by his hand. The spirit of man shall blossom again.
Are we done? Like, we were lost in the middle of a goddamn giant-ass war zone. We're very clearly not done. I swear to God, if you just took him out of my party. Nope, didn't take him out of my party. Still there. I'm confused. Idriel? Wait, come on. Stop that. Valorous Haste on the dude with 9,999 health. Call the Dead. I'm just gonna spam this until I get to wherever I need to go. Legit no point in me doing otherwise. At least we're oh. Fight for the King! For the hammer and the ring! Fight for the ancient... Anyone? No? Alright. The brave prevail.
Their doom is now sealed. Mordor's army is broken. I was fortunate. It went better than I hoped. But there is much yet to be done. But all always hinges upon what comes before. And what comes after depends upon who survives. You lived through this day. And for that, all will see better days ahead.
I missed out on like 2 of these, didn't I? Alright. Camping at the crossroads. 1. Oh, okay. 2. Oh, come on. Yeah. There are 2 missing so far. I say so far. I don't think I'm gonna play through this game again anytime soon. Oh, but holy shit. Do I just push through? I'm gonna push through. Yeah, I'm gonna push through. The more I say that there can't be much more to this game, the more and more part of me just slaps me upside the inside of my skull and goes, "You idiot!" If anything, I'd like to get through this part. Maybe cut down a bunch of walking around. Post me's got editing to do. Okay. Yeah, no, there's no point in me really attacking too much, is there? Like, I can mountain rage the healthiest dude? Yeah, let's do in the captain. Yeah, take that, 7,000 damage. Morwin, you go ahead and, okay, this one's the one that delays their next attack. You know, if everything wasn't freaking immune to basically everything now. And call the dead. Seriously, it feels like there's little point in me doing anything else. Dead. I guess that guy's still living. I mostly laugh because he literally just smacked him for next to nothing. Now I'm curious whether or not it's possible to legitimately in-game get one character to 9,999 health.
We have won! They are I have claimed what is ours. She is ours. Our king is no more. But 8 others remain on this field. You fool. Now we end what began upon your road long ago. Or I shall finish what I should have done.
Oh no. For Nazgul. I hope this one-shots them. I know it's not, because it's some sort of a boss fight. But I hope it one-shots them. Okay. Does not one-shot them, sadly. Oh, I can't even do what I did before, probably because he quite literally... Oh, wait, no. I'm an idiot. Shut up, Dar. There we go, and do it again. Call the dead. I don't even know what these guys do for damage and whatnot yet. But most of this entire, like, last hour, I can't help but think that most of it would be impossible without Aragorn. And then part of me thinks to myself, you know, they probably knew that. I mean, as long as it doesn't get stunned or deaded. Yeah, you get him head on. Actually, if anything, I just want Hadhod to go in and get one dude. Really good hit. Well. Like, I don't think that this fight would be impossible without him. But would definitely feel a lot more insufferable. How many turns have they just gotten? Are they done? Y'all done? Screw your accuracy, I have arrows. Oh my god. Alright, finally. I think maybe it was because I used the spirit powers to make him go next. That might have really screwed with the turn order. That said, call the dead. Hey, look, one of them dies. Oh, another one dies. Hey, he's not dead. Let's fix that. Who's next? Elaghost? Yeah, let's swap you in for Bellathor. You're not Bellathor. You're Bellathor. Bellathor. Guardian Strike. There we go. And now we get a super sad cutscene. You know, after all the billions of experience points we gain. Oh my god. I thought I was done with this sound. I think one of the worst parts of this entire game so far has just been the sound that the ring waves make. For the dead. You might be thinking to yourself, hey Dar, why do you tolerate the length of this animation over the water horses? It's nearly as long. Because this attack is not useless. Ew. Ah, good old counterattacking. If I could, I would 100% make it so as I could spam the ever-loving crap out of Aragorn's attacks. Sorry, my brain is no longer working. I gotta freaking turn down the game audio for me because it is. Bruh. I'm just gonna give immunity a stun. Nah, let's Valor. Good lord. This sound is so freaking annoying. You know, at the least in the movie, it was far more tolerable because, you know, you had only a few moments of them going. Here, this has become insufferable. Reuse of action points, momentum. I probably should try to use the momentum stuff, but blunt, slashing, piercing. There we are. Get up there, initiative, buddy. Oh, what's that? They're all going again? Excuse me while I check my freaking email. Sweet whiff you did there, buddy. I really don't like Aragorn. Okay, where the hell is Aragorn in the freaking initiative? I literally had... There is just so much... So much of these guys just doing whatever the frick they please, and it's driving me up the freaking wall. They're not a threat, they're just time consuming. I suppose in theory you could say that about most RPG battles, but nah, this one's pretty bad. I probably should just have what's-his-face come in to the fight really quickly and be all like, hey, how much HP you guys got left? Alright. Berthor, and then it's going to be 3 Nazgul. You know what? How much HP do you idiots have? 101,000. It's good to know. It's good to know. They take so long, guys. Elagast. Wait. Am I an idiot? I'm probably an idiot. Powerful spirit attack. No. Suffocate enemies. You. I thought I at least did damage. Why I bothered trying it in the first place? Aragorn, please put these guys out of their misery so that I can just call it an episode. I beg of you. Call of the dead. Call of the dead. Call of the dead. Okay, at least 2 of them should be dead. I was legitimately just going to say that I should have had Morrowind steal some Morgul decay off of them. But then I just remembered, wait, no, I can't. Because apparently she's dead. Maybe. Come on! I swear I'm gonna break this goddamn controller over my knee. Few things take the momentum out of a character's turn like a freaking miss. that wastes the entirety of your turn afterwards. Alright, Alagast. Get the frick out of my party. And then we go for the targeted strike. You know, him just casually ignoring armor is really nice. Please grant me mercy and a save point. There's a lot of level ups.
She barely lives. What is this? A Morgul blade. I was too late.
I shall not fail.
I am here.
You have rekindled hope in me. Let us face the days ahead, together.
My liege, how may I repay you?
You bow to no one.
How may this be answered, my lord?
We gather our full strength and march on the Black Gate.
The darkness is deepening. Suffered a defeat, yes, but behind the walls of Mordor, my enemy is regrouping.
There is no life in the void.
Okay. We're doing this now? Sorry, I'm okay. I thought I would have at least gotten a save point. Now we're just fighting freaking the big bad. It can't be. It's not gonna work. It can't work. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna cackle. I might die laughing if this works. I don't doubt that it's not gonna be as simple as I'm clearly making it out to be. I just did like 100,000 HP worth of damage to you. How much HP do you have? Okay, it's 80,000 that I did to him, but okay. Uh-huh. Alright, so we're silenced. Which is butts. Greatest HP. Reduces damage. Blunt slashing, enemies sleep. What I want to do is... oh God, where's my dwarven ale? Did I not replace... I didn't get any more dwarven ale. This would be the time to use perfect mood. Tear great wounds. I can't use Spirit of Grey here or the Roots of Wrath. I can only use the attacky ones. It's not exactly good. Because I literally cannot restore my HP. Well, not my HP, you know what I mean. God, I hate this goddamn controller for this. I was pressing up just then. He didn't even do any damage. He literally just went like, hey, no attacking for you. Or no spellcasting for you, which overall is not terrible. But the fear on Bellathor is the worst part. Alright, I'm not going to spend every single bit of thing that I've got. I doubt that he can get stunned. Yup. He is a giant fiery eyeball after all. Okay. Darkest Sphere still hurts. You know what we got though? We got items. Some health, some action points, some health, greater health, greater health. Greater health and action points, full health and action points. Or he can just continue to spam Paralysis of Light. No, seeing as we're already silenced, this is fine. So what I could do is I could have Hadhod... Okay, here's my thought process. I can have Hadhod use the thing to remove the spell paralysis. I'm going to call it that because I don't remember what it's actually called. And then I can just have him... I'll have Idriel to heal the party, but then Sauron's going to go again in a second, so I think it might just be better to cleave the giant eyeball. Matter of fact, Morrowind. Stupid idea. What can he steal from the giant flaming eyeball of doom? Thought I'd try. At least Darkest Sphere's not permanent. Or at least it doesn't seem to last that long. Alright, another Mountain Rage. It's all been the dwarf. That's kind of the funniest part right now. It's all been down to the dwarf. You know what? You know what? I probably can't. Because I would need Idriel to... Yeah, I can't. Never mind. I was gonna say, maybe I can have her do the thing. Puts enemies to sleep, I doubt. I mean, it's not really done any damage so far. Doubles attack momentum for use of action points. Yeah. Have some mushrooms. Oh, there goes Morrowind. She died as she lived. Dying a lot. Hadhod, do me a favor. Just end this. Bring the rage of the mountain down upon Sauron.
There are other great tales of this age that you shall hear in the fullness of your lives, of great bravery and fellowship beyond measure. Of a king who faced death to buy time for a friend. Of the smallest of us changing the future of our world. Of the destruction of evil and the triumph of good. Of the departure of the elves from the history of man. Of how the Fellowship of the Ring, those eternally bound by friendship and love, began and ended. But those are not your story. Your tale has hardly begun.
Wow, that was the least ceremonious I was expecting to end this, honestly. Well, that was Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. I didn't hate it. Here's the thing. Here's my beef with this game. I liked this game. I liked it specifically for the gameplay. There are parts where it was clear that the developers didn't really think before they put enemies around the areas. You know, stun locks to death and all that fun stuff. But overall, I really did enjoy it. It's more of Final Fantasy X gameplay without, you know, the absurd levels of cheesing your inventory and stats and whatever to be completely and totally undefeatable. Even with the super bosses and whatnot. And honestly, that is the strongest thing to me when it comes to this game. Because as a Lord of the Rings game, it does present more lore. It does give, if you're interested in the movies and you're going, oh man, what else could I learn of the extended universe of Lord of the Rings: The Third Age? There's Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, which tells you more about who does what, who was part of what clans or what groups. I didn't even know that Faramir was a ranger. I just thought that, you know, he was like just the son of Denethor, and, you know, he was cool compared to Denethor. And he was just, you know, hated compared to his brother. But I learned more about Lord of the Rings through this game. That said, there are better ways to learn about the Lord of the Rings and all that fun shite than this game. Because while the gameplay is fun, the story is basically just beat for beat, character for character, replacing those within the actual movie. We could have just played as Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli. We could have had Eowyn in the party as we were fighting against the Nazgul, the Witch King. We could have been, you know, Merry and Pippin as we were trying to go away and further from the Shire. Sure, the things that would have, you know, fought them would have been a lot less severe than orcs and orcs and orcs. By the way, orcs. But it would have been more variation, you know? We should have followed the steps of the Fellowship from the beginning. Because while that's, yes, a retelling of Lord of the Rings, it would have just been a Lord of the Rings tale. We would have known the story beats, but how about how we got there? Some of the other things we could have fought. In this, we did nothing but fight orcs, goblins, wargs, and urukai. Sometimes we fought the Nazgul. Sometimes we fought trolls. But we were just fighting the armies. And that's not necessarily bad, but I kind of wanted more of the whimsy, you know? If that makes any sense, because there's more to Lord of the Rings than just, you know, the massive warfares and, you know, all the kings and princes and all these fun people. There were hobbits. There were simple shire folk who had more problems than just who the hell is running the country kind of a thing. We could have had, you know, some funky adventures. I don't know what sort of flora and fauna fill out Middle Earth, but they could have been far more interesting than orcs and orcs and orcs and orcs. By the way, here's a goblin and orcs. It kind of drove me mad to a point, because there were far more interesting things they could have done. We could have had a small spat with Shelob. We could have had a tussle with freaking Smeagol. We could have had a bar fight at the Prancing Pony. There's a lot we could have done. Stuff that they could have stuffed into this game. Hell, they could have made 3 separate games based on that concept alone of following the steps of the Fellowship. Instead, we got a side party that was kind of barely interesting. Like, at all. Full stop. The only reason I really liked Hadhod is because dwarves are awesome, and Morwen is, well, a tall redhead that wields double axes who could easily kill me without even trying. Aedan was interesting, but he was more just statistically interesting. Idriel's an elf. Kind of self-explanatory there. And Barathor was... he was a soldier, I guess. I was kind of expecting more of this game, story-wise, of Lord of the Rings. That's all I'm saying. Game-wise, it's fine. It's good. It's solid. Again, there's just points where I don't think the devs really were thinking about who to, or what enemies to put where, but otherwise it's solid. I think though, I think one of the things in the story beats that really pisses me off the most is a forced love triangle. Or forced perception of love in the first place, if that makes any sense. I know I say that a lot, but bear with me. Idriel was apparently in love with Barathor by the time we reached Moria. To the point that they were kissy-kissy. And then afterwards, she was just straight up jealous of Morwen because another woman existed in the party. Like, what? And yet, I know that they had several cutscenes of like very brief talking and whatnot, but from when Indriel was like, oh, you should go with Morwen instead of me, to the point where Morwen died and they kissed at the end, there's no connection. There's no build-up of that story. When it came to Aragorn and freaking what's her face, there was already a pre-established connection we didn't know about until, you know, they popped on the screen. It's like, oh, we already love each other. If assuming, of course, you were not that familiar with Lord of the Rings in the first place. In this, we knew them from when they first met to the apparent defeat of Sauron, which is a whole other can of worms. And at no point did it feel like they were building an actual relationship. The only characters that felt like they had a relationship at all were freaking Hadhod and Elgost. And they were buddies. That was it. They were the most solid relationship in this entire game. Everyone else was either at each other's throats or suddenly pushing their throats or pushing their tongues down one another's throats. It's like, where the hell did this come from? I don't know. But yeah, oh god, and Sauron at the end? Just absolutely out of nowhere. 100% out of nowhere. We've stormed the Black Gates. They could have had another situation where it was just more fighting of more orcs and trolls, which I'm thankful that they didn't. But then suddenly, we go from bowing in front of Aragorn to suddenly we're on the freaking top of Sauron's tower, poking at his eyeball with an axe. It's called a segue. You could have just had a cutscene. You could have shown the party charging with the rest of the army, breaking through as a singular unit, and charging in, swinging axes, swinging swords, casting spells, shooting people in the eye. No, it just, what can I do for you, my king? Well, you see that giant eyeball in the distance? I want you to poke it. Done. And that's it. I shouldn't be mad about it, because at the end of fighting 8 Nazgul with 1 less party member, I was about done with the game. But then they threw that at me and I'm like, at least have a segue. Make it make sense. Because especially with the cutscene that they showed from the movie at the end of Sauron's death there, they showed it exploding. In the context of what's going on there, whether or not Sauron is dead, we're definitely dead with that explosion. 100% dead. The final sacrifice to bring down the forces of Mordor. Ugh. But yeah, all in all, this game is solid to play as a game. It's basically a much more rough Final Fantasy X, which if I wanted to play more Final Fantasy X, I'd just play more Final Fantasy X. I'll get to that point in the future. Story-wise, it kind of sucks. It's just following in the footsteps of the Fellowship to the point where you can hear the Fellowship yelling at one another. And you're fighting alongside them by the end of the game. And they could have just made it based around the actual party, around the actual Fellowship of the Ring. It would have made it far more interesting to see these additional little side stories that they could have also brought in from the books that they probably left out from the movies. But yeah, that was The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. I don't hate it. I like it for its gameplay. Don't really like it for its story. Some of the characters are likable. That's about it. I mean, most of the characters are likable because most of them are just straight from Lord of the Rings. I give this solid 6 out of 10. I wouldn't play it again, but I definitely did have a good time playing it in general. So, I'm gonna go ahead, call it a Let's Play there. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. Hope you guys have been enjoying this series as much as I at least enjoyed the gameplay, and if you like the series, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. Share this video and the entire series, preferably, out to friends. Really helps the channel grow, and of course if you want to donate in a financial fashion, support in a financial fashion rather, I have a bevy of links down in the description below. Every little bit helps. It goes to keeping a roof over my head, food in my belly, and upgrading my PC at some point. And especially when it comes to Lord of the Rings here, I would really appreciate the support because a good 3/4 of this Let's Play has been claimed by Warner Brothers. So, yeah, I'd be especially grateful if that happened. I make poor life choices. Thank you everyone so very much for watching, and I hope to see you folks in the next adventure. Take care. Cheers.